Welcome to a brand new episode of the Real Life Podcast, a member of the Nation Network of Podcasts.
What was that?
Me, you guys. I get a moist mouth.
All night long, all I dream about is like the mountains in my hair. So I'm ready to do some business.
LA Diaries. Our room stinks of chicken and defeat.
Stinks or smells amazing? Smells pretty good.
Day-old chicken doesn't smell great to me right now.
I would lie. I before we left, I heard about the phenomenon that is Dave's hot chicken.
Yeah.
And so last night after the game, after the Goo Kings Goo,
We'll explain.
won in overtime,
I hated that guy.
ate my feelings with some Dave's chicken, which blew my mind. That's actually probably some of the best hot chicken I've ever had.
It was good, and I'm the kind of guy who usually doesn't take the initiative to order food late in the night. I am very lucky that you did, Jay.
I was determined because when I'm depressed and upset after a big Oilers loss, I like to eat my feelings.
All right, one sec here. Shout out to our friends at Labatt.
Labatt Canada.
Labatt Canada for the buds that we are drinking in America. That's fine, though.
Bud Heavies.
Bud Heavies. Yeah, you guys sent me into the 7-Eleven last night and said, just get whatever. And then you...
We shit on you immediately.
yeah,
can't trust
you wanted
Tyler.
Bud Lights over Bud Heavies. I like Bud
And
Heavies.
you came up with a diabetes seltzer.
Those things are wicked sweet.
Like,
Trulies are very sweet. But the only White Claws they had in there were White Claw Surge,
What
which
is
are
that?
like 8%.
yeah. Well, the funny thing is we buy all that booze. I crack one beer, have 2 sips, eat a bunch of chicken, and fell asleep.
Oh, you didn't finish your beer last night?
No.
Oh,
Barely.
wow.
It's still a Bud Heavy.
Yeah, it is an extra heavy Bud.
Tyler and I were also having a rap show in here last night.
Yeah, we were. You said you could hear us down the hallway. When you went to go grab
I'm
some
surprised
food
we
here.
get a noise complaint. The boys were
Yeah.
reciting Baggedmilk would tee up Tyler with a rap song, and Tyler apparently knows he's the oh my god.
He's got them all in the bank.
Rap aficionado.
And I know, but I was gonna name a famous American chess player, and I forget his name. Anyways,
Fair.
you've got a encyclopedia for a brain for rap music.
You just call him Magnus.
Yeah, I am more of a Magnus fan because he's more in my lifetime.
All right, so let's break this bad boy down.
That's gonna fall.
Shout out to, no, it's not going to follow. The Roadcaster's fine. Shout out to our friends at AMA Travel who have us coming out to sunny Los Angeles. Couldn't buy a cloud today. It's beautiful. Yesterday, we load up the plane.
I'm so sweaty.
Flight went well.
Well, if you want to come down to LA, we're staying in Manhattan Beach. AMA will set you up. We're staying at a wonderful hotel that's got a par 3 golf course in the back, and we just finished a quick 9.
Did not go well for anyone.
Yeah, there's some cobwebs.
DM, I thought, did pretty good.
Well, listen, I am not a good golfer. I told you guys that before we started. So I was just happy that by the end of the round, I was making some decent contact.
You were moving the ball around. You were starting to move it around good and putting some low scores together. So that's all you can ask for.
That's all I wanted.
So let's go chronological order. Our flight gets in yesterday, and
Yep.
we're like, okay, we're maybe going to be a hair tight for time. LAX sucks.
Oh my god,
Just a shit show of an airport.
it's so intense.
It's so intense.
It's too much.
You have to take a shuttle to like this, I don't know, this like human cattle farm.
Yeah.
To just sit there in a fenced off area and wait for your cab or order your Uber, Lyft, or whatever other ride share service they have down here.
We get in a cab, and while we are going from airport to hotel, because at this point it is like 4:45.
Yeah,
And
4:45.
puck drop is 7 in LA, and we were like, okay, we want to be there an hour early. We have a tight turnaround time. Jay is trying his best to explain to the cab driver, like, can you stay at our hotel? We'll chuck our bags, and then we'll come back, and you will get another ride. We will take you down to LAX. And,
To crypto.com.
to crypto.com arena, where the Kings play.
He wasn't having it.
He was, I don't know if he
Oh.
was intentionally acting confused to get out of doing it, or if he was actually confused.
Well, because then once we got to the hotel, I'm like, okay, so now can you just wait 5 minutes? And we go to crypto.com, and he's like, I don't have time. And I'm like, so is this the end of your day? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I doubt it. He probably just went back to LAX.
Probably, yep.
That's his wheelhouse. That's his route.
So that ended up being a bit more of a problem than we thought it would be, because getting an Uber from Manhattan Beach down to the LA Live district, it was a challenge.
It was impossible.
We
was
we
ridiculous.
sat there. We ordered. It said there were cars available. We hit send on the Uber app to like bring it in, and then it just sat there. And I sat that one time,
finding your ride. Yeah.
for 15 minutes, and it's like, okay, we clearly can't do this.
I also tried to summon a cab though, and it was the same thing.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be $40 to get to crypto.com in a standard Uber.
Yep.
So then we took a stab and we're like, okay, well, let's try Uber Black.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jay said, "Let's take a stab at Uber Black."
Well, just because like we're running out of time, man.
Yeah.
Like I wanted like the best thing about going to games on the road is getting there early and like hanging out with Oilers fans.
Yep.
Like everything was in jeopardy. We were just gonna rush into the building. Also, I wanted to kind of have I wanted to come in with good energy and not stressed out energy. So, anyways, yeah, we Uber Black it. Just happens to be $132.
Oh my Lord.
American.
The
US.
exchange rate too is
But
just
whatever. YOLO, we're on the road.
Yeah, we'll talk about the exchange rate for a few other things too. But so we finally get down to crypto.com arena.
Yep.
Decent amount of Oilers fans, although you said, Jay, you didn't think it was as many as last year.
I felt like there
definitely
was
not as
more
many as
last year
way more last year for sure, hands down.
I feel like our expectations were just higher.
because of last year.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Still lots.
Sunday.
And we ran into some great people and we
Amazing
had
people.
a bunch of stickers, handed out a bunch of stickers.
We also ran into people that we met last year down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, people who'd come up to you and be like, "Hey, what's up, Nation guys?" And you'd be like, "Man, I recognize you. Oh, yeah. You were here last year."
Yeah, that was great.
Make our way into the arena. Have some chili cheese tater tots.
Fantastic.
delicious.
Stuffing. Very filling.
Too
and
many.
the beers. Oh, my Lord, the beers.
What I want to talk about, though, is the cool ass store we were in.
Sure.
You walk in this thing, you tap your credit card, a gate opens like magic, and then you walk in there, and the guy's just like, take what you want and leave.
Whatever you want.
And you just walk out.
And then before I walk out, being a good Canadian boy, I'm like, "Are you sure I can do this?" Like, no, you're good. And then I'm like, me and Peg were like, "How do you do this?" And Tyler's like, "Look at all the cameras. There's like 100 cameras on the ceiling."
This little, like, corner store inside the arena is like the size of a standard hotel room.
It's like
And there
500
are,
square feet.
I piss you not, 100 cameras on the roof.
Easily. So
Easy.
they know.
It is amazing, though. It's
So
cool.
when
You just walk in and out.
I'm assuming the technology is you scan your credit card at the front,
Yep.
and a camera just locks onto you.
Yep.
And as you're going, because there's a camera pointing every possible direction,
Yep.
anything in your hand with a barcode's getting picked up. So, yeah,
I'm going to try and beat it tomorrow.
sure. Put something
I'm
in your
gonna-
pocket or
I
what?
feel
I'm going to
I
duck
feel
it.
like that's a true Ocean's 11 movement.
Yeah.
You gotta skip through the lasers sensors.
I feel like I got to try.
You know what? If I can pull out 3 things and get charged for 2,
Yeah.
that's hey,
That's a $40 win.
shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
You gave me the opportunity.
You said take whatever you want. You didn't say how to take it, where to take it.
In what
I
way to
like that
hold
challenge. But the one thing they make sure is if you do end up, sneaking one through, what you paid for the other 2 things will more than make up for the cost of the
Well-
thing they took.
So, they only really sell beers in the 24 ounces, right?
Yeah, the Klim Kostens.
Yeah, the Clean Costin. So it's a big boy beer. But $20 for a Bud Light, $20 American? Then that's before tax? Good Lord.
Yeah, it was.
I took a picture of 2 Bud Light seltzers I got before the third period. Yes, I drank 48 ounces of Bud Light seltzer in the third period, but it ended up paying off because they didn't sell booze before overtime.
Oh,
And I
okay.
sent a picture to Amber, and I was like, this is a mortgage payment. I hope you're okay with it. It's expensive down here.
Yeah, it was shocking in the arena.
The tater tots were only $10 though, and I feel like that's the play. I might just go back there to have tater tots for every meal, just so I can get out of here with like some amount of money left in my bank account.
On the topic of cost, because like the Kings fans were a little spicy towards us, and we weren't even acting up. But
We, as you said, last year we showed up at the rink drunk. This year we got drunk at the rink, so we were not as
That's
chirpy.
rambunctious.
yeah, we didn't come in hot. Like we came in, we warmed up. But and just for celebrating goals, we were getting harangued.
Yeah.
But it was funny. I
was
wore
like,
my
sit down. I was like, what?
I wore my Costin jersey last night, and 2 Kings fans think they're being funny and cheeky and chirping me, and then I turn around and I proceed to tell them about what Costin's situation is, and it just diffused the whole situation.
really did.
I think they became Klim Kostin fans.
100%.
They're like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "Check it out, man. Go on to Edmonton Oilers Twitter,
Just look for the plane photo.
and you will see."
I think it's his phone.
You can think what
Buddy,
you want.
there's multiple photos. There's evidence. It's been corroborated.
Jay has been digging into this story for the
Well,
last
I've got the
2 days.
jersey, man. I'm a fan.
So we get our beers, we get our chili cheese tater tots, we eat those. We make our way to our seats, and we sit in what may have been the most annoying section of Crypto.com Arena. There is a guy behind us whose voice I can best describe as Eric Cartman post-puberty.
Yeah, 100%.
And he is screaming at the top of his lungs throughout the entire game. Not "Go Kings Go," "Goo Kings Goo."
I couldn't hold it
Big
together.
goo guy.
You were dying
Every
laughing
time, Baggedmilk would laugh. Every fucking
like
time.
clockwork.
Because it's just such an outrageous accent. Like, I don't understand how he was going "Goo Kings Goo."
Well, when he first did it, I thought he was saying "Boo Kings Boo," and I'm like, "Oh, he's trolling the Kings." And I look, I'm like, "He's got to be an Oilers guy, right?" And I look, no, big Kings guy, and I'm like, "So what is he trying to reverse jinx the Kings? Like, what's he doing by saying "Boo Kings Boo"?"
It was so.
But it was "Goo Kings Goo."
It was so annoying. I couldn't believe it. It sucked. And then the guy
Was it
there's
more
that guy
annoying
beside
than the stupid penalties we're taking?
Okay.
We'll get there too. What about the guy sitting beside you, though?
Well, so there is a row of us, and the whole row is pretty much Oilers fans.
Yeah, we were only Oilers people in that whole section in the same row.
Except for the one guy sitting next to me who is rooting for the Kings, and not just rooting for the Kings. He is talking mad shit about Connor McDavid. Very annoying. He's talking mad shit about the Oilers in general. He's like, "Oh, last time the Oilers won the cup, that's when the Titanic sunk." I was like, "That's not even funny or historically accurate."
I didn't even know he said that because I came at him with a very similar joke later. Remember? Because I'm like, do you remember Patty Kane? Like, this guy's better than Patrick Kane. He's like, "Oh, Patrick Kane who won all those cups." I'm like, dude, you were 25 when Patty Kane won those cups.
Yeah.
He was like 70 years old.
Yeah, and he was a little annoying to have to listen to his
I loved him,
commentary.
though. I loved
but
him.
Then we learned in the second intermission that he is the uncle of one of the Oilers fans. He's actually a Blackhawks fan, and he was just trying to get a rise out of his nephew. So then once we understood that, we had some fun chirping with him. It was harmless.
Big chewing tobacco guy.
Big dip guy.
And no
spittoon.
So before the first and second periods, when I was sitting next to him, before the period, he opened up that tin, threw in a fat wad, and this guy had no spitter. He was swallowing. And it stunk.
Like, if we fought, I'm losing.
Yeah. It stunk real bad. So for the third and OT, I made Baggedmilk sit by him.
Yeah,
Baggedmilk gets joy out of that stuff.
I do. I love weirdos, man. They're my favorite people. And he was definitely one of them. Him and the Goo Kings Goo guy, they're like, you were getting mad, but I was having a blast just listening to them because they were ridiculous.
I was also just pissed off because of how the game was going.
Well, yeah, obviously, but like I try to make my own fun sometimes.
All right, the high sticking play.
It was high stick.
It was a high stick.
And yet video review.
Fuck you. Don't post that picture, Jay.
I'm sitting at the BM. He'll know what to do with it.
I am like curled up in the fetal position on the hotel bed.
On our bed.
On our bed, yeah.
That morning exchange was comical.
Anyways, I'm trying to keep this on the hockey game. Jay, I think you nailed it. The Oilers are just playing right. They're eating out of the Kings' hands.
They
The photo's funny.
is it good? Live from the Sports Closet studio, Tyler Remchuk. It was very evident. So the Kings are goading us into taking penalties. They're goading us into doing retaliation. And the perfect example was that scrum in the corner where they were just freezing the puck. Mm-hmm. And then Ekholm was in it, and then he came out of it to then push the guy. And he literally... Yes, like those like
folded.
Soft cross checks. These happen, those pushes. And that guy folded, arm goes up. Like this
the
is
Arvidsson one.
Like McClellan is Gordon Bombay in the first half of the first Mighty Ducks. When it's not the Mighty Ducks, it's D5, and he's telling him to draw and fall and fake penalties.
Yeah.
And the refs are fucking calling them, and the Oilers are taking the bait. We killed so many penalties yesterday, which was great, but it's when we didn't. That Leon one, which was BS to begin with, but
it's equal parts frustrating because we're sitting up there 100 miles away going, we know exactly what the Kings are doing. They're baiting the Oilers into these penalties, and then they're diving. And the refs are just calling everything.
I know. But we're going the extra mile. Like it's Draisaitl taking the slash on Kempe, but then doing 2 more to get the arm go. It's costing. The minute he jumped on him, we're like, Clean, stop. Arm wasn't up.
Yeah.
And then he just kept going, arm goes up. Like these in crucial times, they're in our fucking heads right now.
I know.
We gotta just block them out and just play our goddamn game, because when we do, they don't have an answer for it.
Yep.
That's why they're doing this other shit, is to throw us off our fucking game.
And it's working.
And we're just eating it up.
Perfect example is first of all, terrible penalty, by the way. The one Leon took after Connor's second goal.
Okay, but I get it, but that shit happens. Go watch any other playoff
I'm with
series.
you. I'm with you, but just
But don't do it.
I know,
It's
but don't do
business.
it.
We gotta. Right now we've got a fucking job to do. So don't get caught up in that
But
shit.
that's also Leon, man.
I know he needs to fucking tone it down a bit.
Something goes well for Leon. His head balloons. He's got the ego in him, and he's like, "Oh, it's not just enough that I'm beating you." But we also when he flips the stick out of Trouba's hand, we love it, right? When he's chirping.
No, but that stuff's fine. But it's just there's
I know.
Live in the gray. Don't push it right into the black.
Yeah. It was
So it's frustrating. That's the thing. You go last night and we can sit and we can fucking talk about that high stick till the cows come home.
shouldn't have got to overtime anyway.
It just should not have gotten to overtime because we did it to ourselves.
The amount of looks we had late in the third,
Good looks. Let him score, or just take the foot off the gas. The 30 seconds left in the first, and then the stupid power play goal. Those are so avoidable. Connor Connor was able to break free and do Connor things. Those 2 goals were absolute fire.
Almost scored another couple too.
Almost scored another couple. Yeah. We were doing our thing. We're beating ourselves right now, and that's what's frustrating. We're not going into a series, David versus Goliath, and we're David being like, oh my God, if we can pull this off. This isn't the early O's against Dallas or Colorado. Yeah. We are the fucking catch right now, and we're letting these fucking pukes from LA get in our fucking kitchens, and we're succumbing to this stuff. We are beating ourselves, man. That's what's so frustrating. Yeah. This series easily should be 3-0. Easily. I'd be fine with 2-1.
Well, and that's the annoying thing too, is that the Oilers are playing better, but they're falling for the shit. Like Bob Stauffer tweeted a little bit ago, the shots at 5-on-5, 98 for the Oilers, 63 for the Kings. The XGF is the Oilers are just. Do we stop?
No, we're still going.
Oh, Edmonton needs to just stay out of the nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's impossible to ignore the Kings all the time, but they got to do it.
Well, scrums are fine, and I think that Vinny Desharnais one was absolute bullshit.
So,
that was bullshit. He just enters he didn't even do anything.
So that's kind of where I'm getting at is I hate being the refs, and the Oilers discipline does need to be better, but oh my God, call it both ways. Victor Arvidsson. Dude,
how is that not a dive?
I don't know how he's able to come back and play. I thought his leg was chopped off.
And they reviewed it too. Oh, it's just.
And how did he not get a penalty?
They must have reviewed that. They have to be we owe them a makeup call because they can't call the dive after the fact. But and I don't know if we got one. Well, whatever. I don't want to bitch about the fucking refs, but there is some bad reffing. But we just need to stop those silly mistakes. Just simple. These are this is not getting outskilled mistakes, mistakes because you're getting outworked, outskilled. These are just absolute dumb mistakes, so avoidable.
Let me give you some stats here, powered by our friends at Boston Pizza and their new Fanalytics menu. Deep fried pickles, delicious.
I could go for a pizza flight right now.
Beer Mosa, I could have used one this morning. Oilers in the second period. Shots at 5-on-5, 16-5. Scoring chances 19-3. In the third, shots 14-8. Scoring chances 10-5. They are still all over them at 5-on-5. They got to score. And where I'm going with this is
Yamo.
Connor McDavid hasn't done anything at 5-on-5 yet. Zach Hyman lost his hands. Evander Kane looks, I don't even know how to describe him. Kyler Yamamoto can't stick handle to save his life right now.
Nuge ain't Nuge.
Ridiculous. Nuge is in there too. Like, the Oilers' top 6 just lost their touch.
The wingers are just, they've disappeared.
It's because we're in our heads, man. That's the thing. It's
crazy.
We're in our fucking heads right now. We got to go out there and, I had a minor league. I didn't play in the minor leagues. I had a minor hockey coach once tell me, because I was talking about, like, I made a mistake and I was saying, well, I thought this was going to happen. He's like, don't think. Don't think.
Just do.
Just do. Stop fucking thinking.
Yep.
That's probably the motto for the Oilers heading into the third.
Don't think, just do.
We've got
Heading into game 4,
it's all muscle memory for these guys, like,
Yep.
and we're letting these thoughts creep in our head, man. I hope they're going to the beach today and just like namasteing and just clearing it, because like it's easy to compound that because you get pissed. So now you feel like you need to try and force your way through it. Like the last thing we should be doing is forcing anything. Just chill out.
They need to reset.
They need to reset. I'll tell you one thing they need to do, but I don't want to say it on the record.
Yeah, no.
There's a fucking distraction happening that traveled to LA. That distraction needs to go away. That's it.
Tyler.
Yeah, it's me. Some of the guys saw me in warm-up. They said, that's the TikTok guy. I don't want to play hard.
It's funny. We read these guys. They're like in their 60s. They're like, keep it up with the TikToks. I was like, awesome.
Yeah, they live in Texas. They're like, the TikToks are the only way I get Oilers news. I was like, that's the future, baby. That's broadcasting.
That's how you connect with the
Yeah.
reverse youth.
You had a great chirp at a Kings fan after when we were in like the LA Live Square, and they were like, oh, 2-1, gonna be 3-1. And you were like, oh, am I gonna see you in Edmonton? You gonna come up for the game? No?
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
Well, that's the ultimate testament. Like, you're going to come and chirp me and tell me that you're so hardcore in this. I'm like, hey, come to Edmonton. We'll be great hosts.
Yeah.
And good Lord, do they milk those Stanley Cups. They flash up the banner like 4 or 5 times a game of like, they show the crowd the banner. The crowd's like, ugh. They also did this annoying thing, and I hate
the
like,
map thing.
Yeah, but like in NBA games, you'll see them go viral where like they plant 2 people in the crowd and they'll like fake a proposal that goes wrong to get the crowd going, or they'll like fake a kiss cam where 2 strangers.
Oh, that
kiss.
guy with the pie.
Well, right, yeah. So then the Kings put up in the first period. They go, "We got an Oilers fan here, and we're gonna give him a test. If he can point out Edmonton on a map, he wins. If not, he gets a pie in the face."
And he pointed at Winnipeg.
And he pointed at Winnipeg, and
Which
it was
is
like,
impressive.
yeah, but like good, and like the crowd was like, "Oh my god, that's so funny!" It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, there was two shots of Canada in that in the in-game experience.
They were like, "Oh, cheer if you're happy you're not from Canada." I was like, "What?"
Which isn't half of their roster from Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Stupid ass fans.
You know what's happening? They're getting in our heads.
Yeah, they're getting in our
Fuck
heads.
them.
I know.
Yeah.
Fuck them all. That's what I say.
We gotta bet heavier. That's what we gotta do.
I am betting. I am betting heavy.
Like, we say all this shit. I really do believe Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl have it in them. Like, I thought game 2 and like Draisaitl taking the dumb penalty and all that, I thought that would have been the point where they're like, boys, dial it in, no more shit. I think losing game 3 the way they did should be their turning point. They should all be sitting in that room after being like, yeah, calls didn't go our way, but example A, B, C, D, E, and F of us just shooting ourselves in the foot, they should turn it around. Shout out to Betway. I hope the Oilers are
Betway made a lot of money from us last night, rightfully so, because that's fine. That's how it works. But we're
getting her back.
We're getting it back on game 4. It's a different game 4 is going to be a statement game. It is going to be a statement game. I'm just convinced of it. I'm not delirious. I know I'm not. And of course I drink the Kool-Aid of this team, but like we're seeing it. We're seeing that we're the better team. That's what's frustrating. So just piece it together, bottle up all that emotion, bottle it up.
Need the Oilers to get rolling here.
Yeah, I'm hoping the money line pays a little bit better because I'm only betting on one. When the game is serious, I don't get kinky. I just go all my money on money line.
Kinky, yep.
Yep.
No need to
Makes
get
sense.
kinky, everybody.
But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be kinky tonight.
Oh,
Ohtani home run. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm going heavy on Ohtani home run tonight.
How could you not? We're going. So that's game ends. We take a Uber back to the hotel.
A Stuber.
And a Stuber?
Have you seen the movie Stuber?
No.
It's a guy named Stu who drives Uber.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we are then trying to explain to this guy, we're like, hey, can you stop at a gas station that sells beer? And there was some kind of a miscommunication going on between Jay and the front seat.
I think we were both saying the same thing, but not understanding that we're both saying the same thing.
Yeah. So he eventually did get us to a gas station.
He was a very nice guy. And he would have driven to the moon, actually, once we realized.
Yeah. Once we got on the same page, I'm pretty sure he got a red light ticket.
Well, he did a California lane change to try to go to this gas station that was shut, and then like reverted back to then go. But I feel like the light was still green.
Yeah, it was
Maybe it was speeding. Yeah, maybe it was all the lane change. Anyways.
So we get our beer, get back to the room, order our Nashville hot chicken. Was unbelievable. Like, so I would have been worse this morning if it wasn't for that. So thank you.
You're welcome.
That was great.
I hope it comes to Canada.
We wake up this morning. We didn't close our blinds. So
I heard you bitch about that. I heard you bitch about close the blinds, then not go close the blinds.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, we didn't close the blinds. And I'm like,
so the blinds were open, so we woke up earlier than
well, the sun is up earlier.
So you were out, and you're a snorer.
Oh, you think?
Oh,
Talk to my girlfriend when I drink. Did I talk at all in my sleep last night?
I could hear you talking, but there was a couple times I had to like muffle. I was under a pillow, being like, "What is this guy gonna die right away?"
Oh yeah, when I drink, the apnea kicks in.
Yeah, it was, and because we put on South Park when we got back.
Oh, I don't even think I made it to the opening scene.
Well, yeah. So there was 3 minutes left in the one episode because it was whatever 57. And then, like, the next theme song was going, and I just hear, and you're just going. I was like, oh, fuck, he's out.
Yeah,
and
I can't sleep my back.
And then I was out as well.
I lulled you to sleep?
Yeah. But then I woke up at, like, I think 3 or 4, and you were still, like, and I was like, oh, my God, how is he still doing this? Is he okay?
I liked when you told me to come back to bed this morning when I got up to write the travel diaries.
I don't think I did that.
You sure did.
I woke up because it was fucking sunny in here, so I'm just like, whatever. I'm gonna knock out my travel diaries for AMA Travel. So I get up and I'm doing it. And then, well, first of all, I was also dancing for Tyler when he was peeking at me, and then he goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just knocking out some content for AMA." He goes, "Just come back to bed, man."
It was very.
It was like 6 a.m.
It was adorable. It wasn't 6 a.m.
That was probably like 8.
Yeah.
You got up to get some tap water at like 6 a.m. and that's when you made and it was bright as hell outside. The sun is up earlier.
I was like, I don't think I'm gonna fall back asleep. But that was also my saving grace, is waking up and chugging a couple bottles of Voss, which is just tap water put into the Voss bottle I bought at the airport.
Mm-hmm. You're very concerned with my Voss bottle. I was sitting outside on the
We
balcony.
left it in the sun, so now I'm worried. Like,
It's going to have plastic flavor.
yeah,
Plastic fusion.
Thankfully, the hotel has got an endless supply of tap water for me.
yep, good point.
This hotel
Rules.
is
fucking
really
kids.
cool.
It's unreal.
When we booked, or we're looking to book, we're booking through the AMA site, and the hotel's all near LA Live because the Lakers and the Clippers are in their playoffs, and they play both today. That the hotels around there were between like 900 and like 1,500 a night.
I would love to see the logistics of how they make that happen, going from Clippers to Lakers.
Oh yeah.
Because you got to flip out the logos and all that stuff. Like, I think that'd be really cool to see.
Well, remember the one guy we ran into? This fan, he wanted to get a beer. He said, I want to get a bag of beer, which is such a funny old guy term. And he wants to go back into the arena and watch him turn it into a basketball
Oh
court.
yeah, he was. I would like to just go sit in the arena and watch the workers do that.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to go try to find some beer and get back in. That was his mission last night.
Well,
I don't think you're going to accomplish that.
Yeah, so they're going to play 2 basketball games today, then flip it back to Oilers game tomorrow.
Yeah, and so we wake up this morning, went and got breakfast. It was good.
a nice little fruit bowl.
You had a fruit bowl. I had a parfait.
You had a Costin,
Special.
you had
My yogurt.
a liter of Costin. We're finding Tyler's
lane.
humor points here. It's kind of
His
funny.
lane is very defined. Anything bodily fluids Tyler loves.
It's just, it's at the point where I know I shouldn't laugh at it. That just makes
fucking funny.
He's losing his shit over here, folks.
It's so dumb. I fucking hate you guys.
But it makes sense.
Okay.
We just know your tickle spots. Seems like.
And boy, does he tickled pink right now.
Yeah.
He's wiping his tears into his shirt right now.
Jesus Christ. And then we went and played the par 3 course.
That was awesome.
And we're doing it again tomorrow. We rebooked in.
Yeah, we rebooked. Why not? I got. I played horrific. I'm determined to be better tomorrow.
Yeah, I
thought it was a cool little course.
Yeah, it was fun. Nice little way to spend an hour and a half.
I almost killed the lady.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you.
So there was a hole that said it was 95 yards away.
Yeah.
So
But it didn't look it. But I still kind of believed it.
So I was like, okay, par 3. I'm gonna tee up high, and I was like, I'm just gonna like half swing, like 70% swing with a 9 iron. And I was like, that'll get it there. I might be on the back, but it'll get it there. I don't hit my irons very far. Oh no. I smoked it, and then it went through the fence and bounced on the concrete in like
in front of a lady.
Yeah, and then this lady was like walking up to the fence, and she was like, "You almost hit me," and I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to admit guilt because I thought maybe she was saying I did hit her. I was like, and she yelled a couple times and then eventually went away. But great par 3 course. That was a lot of fun, and we're gonna do it again tomorrow.
I like that as a shitty golfer. It was very wide open, which was good for me.
Yeah, you only lost the one ball.
Yeah, first hole too.
First shot, and then after that, you were cruising.
Right in the drink. I got my own head.
We could have packed golf balls. That was an added expense we didn't need.
Yeah. So the golf was supposed to be cheap, but then we had to buy like golf balls when they get you. They were like the same price at the round.
Well, yeah, the only golf balls they sell are TP5s.
I think they charge. Yeah, exactly. You're buying like pro balls. Anyways,
Yeah.
all good. Who cares? I didn't lose one, so I'm coming home with them. I'll lose them at home.
I'm coming home with one.
We still have more rounds. We haven't finished all our rounds yet. We might even play Monday. Who knows?
I would be so down for that.
Early morning round.
It's a fun little track.
It was good.
See what kind of state we're in.
It is 2,000 degrees outside, though. I was very
it
sweaty.
is hot.
Yeah.
Hot.
Like we're back in the room now, and
Little air conditioning's nice.
yeah, the air conditioning's nice. We're just laying on our beds.
And then we're going to hit the beach. Tyler loves waves.
I really want to see the waves, and I'm thinking maybe we can recreate the memory we had of last year. Little brose. I tried guacamole for the first time.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
What can we get you to try for the first time this time? Cat food?
Fuck, that is taking on a life of its own, eh?
Well, the longer you duck the bet,
Oh,
The
The
more
worse
you
it's
have to
gonna
eat,
get.
I think.
yeah.
yeah. Like a
Yep.
turducken of cat food.
Ugh, I love a good turducken. Have you ever had it?
No, I've never had it. I've always
man.
wanted to.
It's magical.
All right, before we keep going along, we're gonna quickly pause for an ad here. Did I hear Jamie from South Island Pie has pies waiting when we get home?
Yes. So I noticed, I'll read this. Jamie from South Island Pies DM'd me last night on Instagram. He said he's got some pies for us, and I'm super excited about it because what was the flavor? I want to get the flavor right that he had.
Oh,
It
it's
was
a
like
smoked
a-
salmon.
Yeah, it was a smoked salmon. There it is. Smoked salmon lover's dream. So I'm a huge smoked salmon guy. Love it. Cannot wait to try this pie. Cannot wait. So
Yeah.
Jamie reached out to us last night. He said he's got some for us waiting in Edmonton when we get back.
Oh, man.
Hell yeah.
If there was an easy bake oven in here, I would crush late night pies in this hotel room.
2,000%. They're magical. If you haven't had a South Island pie, sort your life out.
Please do. And I'm seeing people on Twitter like tweet about them having pies, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is the first time I'm having this. Oh my god, I didn't know really what a meat pie was. This is amazing." Like, we're serious. We're sponsored athletes, and we're powered by pies, by South Island Pie.
What I need you to do, I say this on Better Late Than Never all the time, but go to southislandpie.ca and click the Meet the Pies tab. There you'll see all the flavors. Try them all.
Promo code Nation20.
Yeah,
save
promo code
20%.
Nation20, get 20% off.
I think we're gonna have more Oilers fans in the building on Sunday.
I think so too.
I was just checking my Instagram DMs, and I have a couple people who are like, "I'm coming in for Game 4. I'm coming in for Game 4." I think a lot of people flew in Friday, didn't maybe the added expense, whatever, didn't think they'd have time, just watched Game 3 somewhere else. Did the whole Anaheim LA experience, Disneyland today, and they're gonna be at Game 4 on Sunday. So I think it's gonna be a better Oilers crowd.
Well, BM ran into a buddy of his.
Yeah, he's having the ultimate sports weekend.
Holy shit. So Did it start with last night's game?
Started with last night's game.
He's going to both basketball games.
Yep.
And then he's going to. Is he going to the Angels game after?
No, he's going to the Angels game tomorrow morning because they've got a matinee.
Oh yeah. So he's going to both basketball games today. Then he's going to the Angels matinee, and then rushing over to the Oilers game 4.
Yep.
Yep.
I also blame him for the loss. His name's Zach, by the way. He took a selfie with Dion Phaneuf and sent it to me at like 3 a.m. last night. I blame him for the
Yeah,
loss.
Dion was in the mix. We saw Dion. We also saw Kyle Yamamoto,
Yep.
Clem Costin,
Ryan McLeod.
Ryan McLeod.
They're all cruising in the hotel lobby.
Yeah. And,
I thought it was hilarious.
and then we saw
I'm a big Will Ferrell guy.
them.
I love Will Ferrell. And the fact that he went to the Kings game with his face all painted was very funny to me.
It's kind of cool. It was cool. Like, I'm like, oh my God, there's Will. It was so easy to see him because he was all white, face painted, like, and he sits right on the glass.
But also, I thought it was funny the first time they went to go put him on the glass, they do like a little video thing, blah, 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 and then he wasn't in his seat. So they just like held it on this like
like
screen for a bit, and it was
lookalikes.
Like, we'll try again later. It was like, oh, who the video
Like,
producer wasn't like, hey, double check Will's in his seat before we run this whole fucking thing. Jesus, poverty franchise. They don't have.
They're in your head, Tyler.
They don't have fucking drink holders for my beer while I'm pissing at the urinal.
Yeah, they
I
don't
don't
have
like
the
that.
shelf in the urinal. Oh my God.
Crypto.com arena.
Like that to me is just the most basic building need. Like have the shelf, and they don't have the pissers. And okay, maybe don't have the shelf. Okay, but then have like the old school like flush thing that you can set it on.
Yeah.
Nothing.
There is
Nothing. Zero.
nothing.
You have
so
to one hand piss while you're holding the beer.
you have to
Reach for the tackle.
rich it up,
Yeah.
like just rip it out one handed. Like if you got button flies on, like
Yeah, it's no good.
Like
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I guess like don't always have a drink in your hand, but like it's playoffs.
Yeah.
It's playoffs.
Again, just goes to show
Because no Kings fans had drinks in their
fair
hand.
weather fans. They don't care.
They also cheer at really weird times.
Yeah. That is a thing.
I was underwhelmed by their opening video, by the way.
Yeah, they had the cool lights on the ice, and that was
I
about
like
it.
that. I like the lights,
yeah.
but I was underwhelmed by their video.
I feel you. I'm with you on that.
We're in Hollywood, you know? I figured they would.
Were you underwhelmed or overwhelmed by the Dustin Brown statue?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you were like a kid going to Disneyland for the first
I
time.
was so excited.
We're like in the Uber, and you're like, oh my God, I get to see the Dustin Brown statue. We get there, and you're like, let's go walk around.
No, we landed and he was starting to talk about it. He's like, I've been obsessing about this for the last 2 days.
We ran into Fanny Pack Freddy,
Oh, what a beauty.
and then I was like, I got to go find that statue.
Yeah. We saw Fanny Pack Freddy, and then we saw his brother who golfed with us in the Oilers Nation Open one year.
Yeah.
And his brother shaved and got a mustache instead of his usual look. And I looked at him, and I went to like shake my hand, and I was like yay close to introduce him. Like, hey man, nice. Oh, it's you. And we had a good laugh. Fanny Pack Freddy's
That Dustin Brown statue was everything I hoped it would be.
It's not far off the Ronaldo statue.
it's so bad.
It is the worst piece of shit I've ever seen. Like, the Gretzky statue they have here
Amazing.
looks like Wayne. Looks like him.
The
But
Magic
Dustin
one
Br-
or whatever. It's Magic, right? They
Yeah.
have? Yeah.
the Dustin Brown statue, if you want to laugh, I posted it on my own Instagram and on the Nation's Instagram, and I just said, caption this statue. The comments are hilarious. Because it doesn't look like Dustin Brown at all. And I love it. I might take another picture of it tomorrow.
Going to the Angels game tonight? We got to get tickets. I was just looking.
How are they looking?
Well, do we like? So Otani's not pitching, so I'm not super concerned.
Is he for sure batting?
Time's the game out. We won't know starting lineups until. Fuck, the Jays lost. I'll check.
I'm excited to wear my Otani jersey.
Oh my God. It's yes.
It's a 6 o'clock start. It's already 1. Like we're only 5 hours away from first pitch here.
Are you sure it's at 6?
That's what my score app's telling me.
I thought it was 7:07.
7:07 Mountain.
Yeah, Jay's still living in Mountain Time.
Okay, we gotta go to the Beach Boys.
Yeah, we should probably wrap up this pod.
All right.
Angels. Nothing. Yeah, I don't know if are we gonna go if Otani's not playing?
If Otani's not playing, I will straight up not go. Like it's, I'm not an Angels fan. I'm an Otani boy.
Yep. I can get a hot dog somewhere else, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait. Lineups come out like a couple hours before first pitch.
Like I keep asking, does he bat after he pitched 7 innings last night?
yeah.
A perfect 7
Oh,
innings.
they might rest him.
Boo.
What are
be
we
very
gonna do if we
upsetting.
don't go to the Angels game?
No, figure it out. Beach it up. Go to Lakers game.
How much do you think the cheapest Lakers ticket?
Oh,
I
they're
looked
like
yesterday.
$300.
They were $300 where we were sitting last night. Yeah, $300 US. We were sitting at the upper deck.
I don't really care about basketball that much.
No, I heard someone was telling us outside Clippers tickets were cheap.
Yeah, they said if you're gonna go to a
$40.
game, go to a Clippers game because it's
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah, cheapest we're looking at is $238 US per ticket.
Yeah, I don't care about basketball.
Yeah, so 3 kanji.
But we could sit right behind one of the hoops for $12.94 per ticket. Just gotta. I mean, hey,
Uber Black.
As long as the Lakers cover, we could probably pay it back.
The only thing I would be looking forward to about going to a Lakers game would be seeing all the celebrities that sit courtside.
Should we do a nighttime trip to Disneyland?
You want to go on Splash Mountain?
Kinda.
Don't like. I love Disneyland.
I know, me too.
So
I'd do California Adventures. Actually, I
It'd
wanna
be
do
busy,
Disneyland.
but well, yeah, that yeah, I would.
I actually have
Have you been there as an
Disneyland-
adult?
as an adult. No,
Wow.
I was
I've
there as
only been there as an adult.
I was there as a kid, but I'm actually having a weird friend weekend trip because at the airport we were with another one of my buddies who
Yeah,
took his family to Disneyland.
Yeah.
For the 2 parents and their 2 girls, $1,500 for like the quick pass or whatever it is at Disneyland.
Oh,
I don't remember what it's called.
yeah. Well, when you get there, you can
the speed pass
You can
or
do
whatever.
the fast pass,
Yeah, fast pass.
like where you go up and you schedule yourself. Like you show up like 2 hours later at this time, and you'll be the group that gets let in.
Yeah,
So you don't have to wait in line.
yeah.
But maybe it's like a permanent one or something. Yeah. Okay.
That ain't cheap though.
No, it's they don't give Disneyland away for free. Like I'm counting the seconds to be able to take Crawford to
You want
Disneyland.
to do it when they can like remember.
Like I want to live it through. Like I never like it was so. I'll whatever. I'll share an emotional moment in my life. I was 27 when I first went to Disneyland. So I called my mom and said I'm going to Disneyland today, and she's like, she kind of got sad. She's like, I always wanted to take you there as a kid, and we're kind of like, so like. I want to make sure that I get to do that for Crawford at an age and live it through her eyes.
Yeah, because my dad, when I went to Disneyland, I was about 6 or so.
Yeah.
That was
Because like it must be mind blowing. Like for me, I'm like, that's just an amusement park. It's cool. It's Disneyland. Like they would see it as much bigger. Like to me as a kid, anytime I went to Moose Jaw, like I spent all my summers in Moose Jaw and all my Christmases in Moose Jaw. I used to think Moose Jaw was bigger than Edmonton. Like when you like through my eyes,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then it goes as an adult, like holy cow! Like I used to think their mall was bigger than our mall. So like seeing Disneyland through her eyes would be amazing.
Oh, especially like because she'll pick out her favorite Pixar movies. I'm sure
Oh,
over the
I
next
know.
few years. Like if you take, I'd imagine like 7 or 8 years old is that sweet spot of like they comprehend it, but it's still like a thing.
Yeah.
They will collect.
Yeah, I want to do the surprise and like she does not realize it until we're driving in.
Oh, you want?
Like we're just going to Cali. Let's go to the beach. This is like, like your mom and I went here, like this type
Yeah.
of thing. Let's just go on a trip. And like not her understand like we're driving in and be like, oh my God.
Yeah, that'd be cool. What's the key? What's the target age, you think?
I got to do my research because like I'm super excited. So I'm like thinking like it's like 4 or 5, but it's probably maybe even between 5 and 8, like somewhere in that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some research on like what's a good time, talk to some people, and we'll go from there. But it can't happen soon enough.
Yeah,
I'll stay on the resort. It's gonna cost $1 million. I have to start saving for it now. Yeah. But whatever.
Really
Fuck
start
it.
covering the fucking puck line.
Yeah. Fotani hits a bomb tonight.
It's
painful.
sold out. We can't even get into Disneyland or California Adventure today.
Oh, I'm not surprised. This is peak season right now.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. So
I like the idea though.
it was a good thought. Anyways, we're having a good time. Shout out to AMA Travel again for making this all possible.
Was it 11:49?
No, our clock is fucked up. It is 12:50.
Okay. Well, let's go to the beach.
Should we head to the beach?
Let's hit the beach and then find out if Otani's playing.
We're going to be going live on the Oilers Nation YouTube tomorrow at noon Mountain Time. Oilers Nation every day.
You bet.
I think we're going to do it from the patio. I'm thinking we might even stand up, do it from the patio.
Yeah, we'll do a stand up for the battle because the background is the golf course behind. Like I'm saying, this hotel's great, and we're doing it for like this hotel is like a third or a fourth the cost of staying downtown,
Yeah.
and we've got like tons of shit to do.
All that money with one Uber.
We're a mile away from the beach.
We can't walk though, right? That's a little too far.
We'll Uber today just because we also have to be efficient.
Yeah, we got to be efficient. All right, beach beers. I get to watch the waves. Very exciting. We're going live tomorrow. We'll probably do another pod at some point. Probably a better late than never. So if you aren't subscribed to BLTN, you should go do that right now. But that's a wrap on this.
Everyone, do your part tomorrow. Whatever your superstition is to manifest a win. Everyone, we have a role to do, so please do it.
If the Oilers win, we should do like just for the real life following. Because again, it won't.
Oh, do like a instant live?
No. We should just record in honor of the lost tapes of last LA. If the Oilers win, whatever time we get back, we should
BLTN?
do like a 5-minute real life. We'll just turn on the mics and we'll just try to keep it on the rails for like 6 minutes.
And then release it?
And then drop it.
Okay.
And then the next morning, like we might wake up and delete it, but like we'll just try to talk about the game, but we'll be probably hammered.
Canceled.
Yeah, we'll be canceled. We
Yeah.
won't be able to find them.
Let's go.
Maybe not.
Love it.
Maybe not, BM?
Oh no, like I'm down.
Just like a quick one. I just think like
Yeah,
like,
a little.
like a 6 minute. Like people will see pop up and be like, "What are these guys doing?" It'll be like a little like, boop, just hit them.
Yeah.
Just hit them. All right. Anyways, enjoy Game 4. Oilers are winning. Don't worry about it.